everyone.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy. And this is
The Mo and Katy Show. We are two friends from two different worlds
coming together in harmony for one podcast, celebrating gratitude, humor, and positivity.
We are random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories from around the world, a quirky fact, the day's weird holiday, a shared experience, and maybe even play a game.
All while punning the crap out of each other.
Mo, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katy Show.
Gratitude,
Humor,
positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy, and this is
The
Mo and
Katy
Katy Show.
Show.
Thanks for tuning in today.
Is this our third one?
This is, and perhaps you are taking a walk and enjoying this lovely fall. Well, it's still kind of hot, but it is September.
It's hot and rainy and muggy.
Yes, it has been kind of a little, I don't know about the rest of you wherever you are, but particularly Maryland and Virginia, it's been kind of muggy and gross.
Thanks for saying muggy and not the other M word. No.
It's just been
muggy.
So anyway, but maybe you're still enjoying a walk, looking at the leaves change and yelling fall every time you see them. Fall. That's just fun.
Just the one leaf changing color.
Or I don't know, what else do people do when they listen to podcasts? Cycling, cartwheel
Ferret
contest, ferret walking,
Double Dutch.
What?
Dating.
I've always wanted to try double Dutch. That
Dating,
looks
you're married.
fun.
You can't do that anymore.
No, it's just double Dutch. Well, anyway, whatever you're doing, we are very glad that you tuned in to hang out with me and my buddy Mo today. And as usual, we're going to bring you gratitude, humor, positivity, and I dare say some randiculousness.
Meant. Tarianism.
Mo's the randiculous one. I'm completely normal, so.
Whatever.
So there are plenty of things going on in the world, but we want to share some things that are, maybe a little lighter and fun. So Mo, tell us what's going on in the world today.
I picked this one because you like candy.
I do.
You like riddles.
Okay.
You like games.
Yes, I do like.
And you like the prospect of winning money.
I mean, who doesn't?
I don't know, but you do. So anyway,
we're not talking about anyone. We're talking about
you,
me.
So David Klein, who is the founder of Jelly Belly, they call him the Candy Man. Do you know Jelly Bellies?
Oh yes,
yes. So he's doing kind of a Willy Wonka thing, and I thought it was a Jelly Belly Willy Wonka.
Belly Willy Wonka.
That's just kind of fun to say. This rolls right off the tongue, but yeah, Jelly Belly Willy Wonka. And he's doing like the golden ticket. So he's got in every state, it's a golden necklace, and it basically looks like a dog tag with a code on there. So you pay $50 to play, and then you get a riddle, and you have to solve the riddle. And the goal is to find in your state that golden necklace, and the winner, whoever finds a golden necklace, wins $5,000. But then once all the 50 necklaces are found, then there's like another ultimate treasure hunt that's going on with all the people that have paid to play.
Dude.
The winner of that gets the keys to one of his candy factories.
Like the real Willy
no
Wonka.
kidding. Yeah, no kidding. So they're pitching it kind of like the Willy Wonka. That's why I said Jelly Belly Willy Wonka.
Good day, sir.
Yes.
I said good day. That's awesome. Now, I think, knowing you, Mo, that you would like something like that because I know that you enjoy a little hobby called geocaching.
Yes.
And I don't know if any of you out there have done geocaching. It's actually really cool. And in the day of smartphones, it's a lot easier because you've got apps that show you where geocaches are, and you've got to find the little object and write your name on it. We've done, when we were in Santa Barbara, we found a geocache, and then
a tiny one.
When Mo was visiting me in Baltimore, we were taking a walk in the park and we found a geocache there.
That was like a water bottle or something.
It was like a prescription bottle hidden in a tree log. So, but anyway, in any event, so is like finding the golden necklace like that? Is it like a scavenger hunt?
I don't know, but if I could borrow $50 from you, I will gladly. But I looked at some of the states, and they start like in October 2nd, October 4th.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cool thing. I think people are looking to get out of the house, looking for something that's family friendly, and again, $5,000.
$5,000 is
and a chance to get the keys to a candy factory.
No chump change, as they say.
No.
Not sure where that phrase came from.
Monkeys.
So, some of
That's chimp change. Never mind. I don't know. I'm an inaccurate reporter.
it's a chimpanzee.
Oh, the big baboon one night in June he married them, and very soon they went upon rabbit. There's no chimp in there.
I'm gonna let her go.
Have a funny moon. Have a said a monkey to that chomp. There it is. Have said a monkey to chomp. I love you too. With a big baboon one night in June they married them, and very soon they went upon their honeymoon.
I hope you are singing along as you're listening to Mo entertain us.
We did promise ridiculousness.
We did, and we're already here. It didn't take very long.
Yeah,
so.
never does.
All right. Well, my story is about an animal. Now I know you tease me. No. Pump the brakes. I know you tease me that I say everything is my favorite, but this animal really is, I would have to say, if I have to pick one favorite animal, this is my favorite animal. And what animal is that?
A lizard.
Not a lizard.
Sorry, iguana. Lizardus maximus. I don't know what its real name is.
What animal's my favorite?
The Muppets. I don't know.
Llamas. I love the llamas.
You love the
I
llama?
love the llamas.
It's llamas.
So I want to tell you about a llama named Caesar, and he is dubbed as the no drama llama.
Oh gosh.
And the reason he is because he is a caretaker, and his owner, his name is Larry McCool. Now how awesome of a name.
And McCool.
It's an awesome name like that. Larry McCool. They have been attending, there's been a lot of things happening in the country that have been causing people to attend protests. And Larry and Caesar, the llama, attend these protests to calm everybody down. Caesar
Who calms
is
the llama down?
well, he's very chill.
Calma your llama.
Calma your llama. Caesar is a therapy llama, and he lives in the Mystic Llama Farm in Jefferson, Oregon. And he visits usually elderly people, schools, and hospitals. And so Mr. Larry McCool decided that Portland would be a good place for him to work his magic. And he was quoted as saying, they'll be clapping and chanting and stomping, and all of a sudden I'll get up there with Caesar, and the next thing I know, everybody will just gather around Caesar and want to be with him. So it's just kind of a way to diffuse the situation. So he is known as the No Drama Llama. Mr. McCool also said he's a magical creature. And, he said, I wish I could take credit for him, but he's developed all on his own. Like any,
Does he fly with his emotional support llama?
He may fly with his llama. That would be very, very interesting.
What's his name? Llama?
Caesar is the
Caesar? Augustus?
llama.
Oh, it's Caesar McCool.
Et tu, Mr. McCool?
Et tu, llama? Does he have like a service llama vest?
He may have a service llama vest. I actually have a picture of him that I'm going to put on our Facebook page because I think you all
in the
need
podcast extras.
Yes, in our podcast extras folder. Please.
Shouldn't it be like Caesar McCool and Larry the llama? Because it's Larry McCool's the owner.
Larry McCool is the owner, and Caesar is the llama.
Who names a llama Caesar?
I don't know.
Romans.
What would you name your llama?
Larry.
See, but I would call him Larry. That would be the thing.
No, it's Yeri. Harry Larry, the llama.
Lala is silent. No, he's not Spanish.
It's not Lala. It's not like Llama Land.
Anyway, so, in the Portland area, if you happen to be attending a protest, look for Caesar, the therapy llama, and
Portland,
give
Maine?
him a hug. Portland, Oregon.
Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Do you know that Portland is not the capital of Maine?
I'm not talking about state capitals. You can save that drama for
Do you
Caesar.
know what
the
the capital of Oregon
I
is?
absolutely do.
Do you?
Why don't you give me a quirky fact? It cannot be about the Oregon.
Wait a minute. You just asked me for a quirky fact.
Yeah, if it's going to get you off of state capitals, then yes.
Did you hear that, everybody? That's the way to get Mo to want to hear my quirky fact.
Well, I don't want to hear it. I'm just asking you for it.
Next, you'll be asking me about the circle of fifths because you love to hear me talk about that. Well, I'll be going on without Mo since she's asleep. All right, here's my quirky fact, and I'm not going to build up to it or anything. I'm just gonna put it out there. You ready?
Go.
In Switzerland, it is illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m.
What?
There it is in all of its quirky glory.
What's the fine?
I don't know. I don't know. They might just wipe you off the face of the earth.
Oh, man.
You're in trouble if you do that.
Yeah, it's not urine, it's mine. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's illegal. That's just the quirky fact right there.
Yeah, we just got to plunge right into that, didn't you?
That was a good one.
Took me a long time.
Swirled it around a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
did. Yeah. Gosh.
And if it's still running, you could just jiggle the handle a
No.
little bit.
Is your toilet running? Better go catch it. No, that's the fridge. Man, I am off. I need the no drama llama.
You need a hug from Caesar the
I
llama.
need Caesar McCool. He's the llama whisperer. Watch out, they spit.
All right, so that's all I got. That's my quirky fact.
Well, it kept us away from state capital.
Well,
that's all we're really going for.
That's to say, someday we'll do an entire show on state capitals and the Circle of Fifths, and I will be so happy.
You can edit that one
That
and
will
post
be
it.
the-
Good luck getting that one up.
The Blank and Katy show, because Mo will not show up that day.
That will also be the podcast that never airs. Do you know the password? Didn't think so.
All right, Mo, well, tell us. Mo loves weird holidays. Did you all know that, listeners? She loves her some What Weird Day Is It Today?
I do.
And she is known to entertain her tour guiding groups by telling them fun, weird days.
And this would be actually dual. There's 2 different days it is today.
Okay.
So, 11th of September is National Make Your Bed Day, which is
Oh.
always good for the kids. And I think
that is a
parents
good
want
one.
the kids. They actually say that if you make your bed every day, it actually increases your happiness and increases your productivity.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it means when somebody else makes your bed for you. Maybe that person will be productive for you and make you happy. I don't know.
What does it mean if you can't make your bed because there are multiple dogs on your bed? You have too many dogs?
You have no control of the many dogs.
That is absolutely the truth.
How do you think Larry feels? He's like, I'd make my bed, but Caesar's all sprawled out. No drama, my. But
The llama ate my homework. We're just going to start using llamas for every excuse we can come up with.
spitballs, ping. There's geometry. Look at the tangential velocity on that. Okay.
So do you make your bed every day?
I do.
That's good.
Sometimes I don't do it till I'm about to get into it at night.
Well,
but,
that's close enough.
well, it's made. Yeah.
I finally, at the age that I am, nearly half a century, am getting to where I'm actually making my bed more often than I used to. So.
More often. That's wow. What a really non-specific way of saying you don't make it.
That was incredibly vague.
But anyway.
So what else is today? Make your bed day.
Well, today is also September 11th, and so I
It
think
is.
we would be remiss. Is that the right way to say it?
That is the right way to say it.
Yeah, we'd be remiss.
Yes. We would just be remiss. We
Yeah,
would be
well, yeah.
remiss in not acknowledging that today is September 11th.
Yeah, so 9/11.
Yes.
So of course, we are both old enough to remember. Like, that's
Very
another
much
thing
so.
is a lot of the kids that I take when I take them to the Pentagon to see the Pentagon Memorial and show them where the plane hit on the Pentagon. The kids that I'm giving tours to were born after 2001. Mm-hmm. So it's, we probably sound like these, where were you when Kennedy was shot? It's like,
Exactly.
Which I also take them to the Kennedy grave, and so they're just like, John who?
Yeah.
But
Oh, my
yeah. So
gosh.
anyway, I'm dealing with, I give tours to kids who were born after 9/11,
Yes.
2001, but
Yes.
we were both born before then, and we're
Actually,
impressionable adults
the
when it
kids
happened.
that were born, so my youngest son was born 2001.
Okay.
And he was about 4 months old when 9/11 happened.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids that were born before 9/11 have all graduated from high school.
Right.
So that's how much time has passed.
Yeah.
Just kind of makes it more real. So
Yeah.
we do like to focus on gratitude, humor, and positivity, but I think it is just interesting to talk about that date, how it affected us, and, maybe what we've taken away and noticed about the world because of going through that experience as Americans. And Mo, I'd love for you to share, because you served in the military for over 25 years, and you were actually active duty when 9/11 occurred. So I think that your perspective on that is really interesting. So can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to be an active military service member when 9/11 happened?
Yeah, I was stationed in California at the time. I think you were living in Baltimore.
Yes.
But I was stationed in California. So with the time zone differences, kind of found out I was actually in crew rest to fly a night mission. So I wasn't even awake, but kept getting voicemails on our answer machines, and they're just like, "Oh, we're making sure you're okay with all the attacks." I'm like, "What are they talking about?" So I turn on the TV just as the second tower was hit. The short version is that 9 days later, I was in Turkey trying to go into Uzbekistan, and so the job I was in at the time was setting up airfields. So we actually went in with 10 CIA agents, and then 100 of us, and we took over an airfield that didn't even have toilets.
Wow.
So we went there and had a nice long runway, and it was a good location to get into Afghanistan. So we basically we dug toilets, we lived in tents, and just set up and basically just set up. We are a temporary team, and we bring in the bigger base operating support, like all the meals and the showers and the living facilities, and then we kind of wean ourselves out. So we kind of just self-sufficient. Our plan is to be in there for 3 months and then be out. But it was weird for me because when I left, it was the middle of September, like late of September. And when I got back in December. But in my mind, when I had left, it was still September. So
wow,
seeing things like, I had missed Thanksgiving, Halloween, not in that order, and coming up on Christmas. And so all these things had happened in the world, and it was so different.
Sure.
And we also, we would get the newspapers 3 days after.
Oh, wow.
So we didn't have any, we were cut off, but we weren't, so it was just it was just a different, we got one phone call a week.
Wow.
For 15 minutes, because this is back in the day before, we all had to share a satellite phone and stuff. So I don't know. But I think the positive that came out of it was just that sense of camaraderie. I am still to this day. In fact, someone just posted yesterday, as we're coming into the 9/11 anniversary, posted a picture of our team, and for a lot of us, it was like the best deployment. It was the worst deployment, but it was also the best deployment.
Sure.
We're still in touch with all those people.
Yeah.
And just the sense of camaraderie that you have, and to feel like you're actually contributing, and to know that regardless of how divisive things are back at home, that we had so much support. And so, I know what it's like to be on this end now, to send stuff over to troops and help them out. Like we've been sending hand sanitizer and stuff.
Sure.
But back then, to be on the other side of it, people sent us cookies and just letters, and
makes a big difference.
Yeah, just little stuff makes a big difference.
Well, and I'm sure it was even traveling. It was kind of scary and uncertain at that time too, to be away and just not know, to have the U.S. under attack, such a different scenario than other scenarios that could be out there. So
and Jen was she was stationed in Tampa, Florida at the time, and she was her and her co-pilot were actually one of the first people airborne after all the attacks.
That's right.
And she said it was eerie because how quiet it was in the air. And basically, usually when you want to try to go from point A to point B, you need air traffic control to give you permission and blah blah blah.
Sure.
And they're just like, you can go wherever you want because there's nobody up there. And they said it was just eerie quiet on the radios.
Wow.
So
wow.
Yeah, just a different time.
Well, from a civilian standpoint, it was interesting because, like I mentioned, my youngest son was 4 months old. My boys were young. I think Micah was like 2, and then my 2 oldest boys were in school. They were in 2nd grade and 1st grade, I believe. And so it was a normal morning. Took them to school. Dropped my second to youngest off at a friend's house, and actually was taking Jacob to a doctor's appointment a pediatrician appointment that morning. And I turned on the radio, and I heard them say on the radio, the World Trade Center's been hit. Now, in Baltimore, we have a 5-sided building in downtown Baltimore called the World Trade Center. And I thought that's what they were talking about. I was like, somebody in some sort of a small aircraft hit the World Trade Center. So I continued on my errands, and then I think I had just actually gotten a cell phone. I remember when I was pregnant with my last kid was when I got a cell phone. So I actually had a cell phone, and my husband called me, and he said, "I need you to go home." And I said, "I have a pediatrician appointment. I just can't, bail on a doctor's appointment." He's like, "No," he said, something just went down in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if the Pentagon had been hit yet, but and being in Baltimore, we lived right in the middle of all of these locations. So it was scary. So by the time I got off the phone with him and turned around, they had closed Baltimore County Public Schools. So I actually had to go pick up my kids from school. So I went back. I basically I took Jacob back with me, got Micah, went and picked up Joshua and Caleb from school. By the time I got home, I think we saw the second tower fall. on TV. And so it's scary even having young children.
Yeah.
And there's this fear and like trying to like, okay, don't look at the TV, don't look at the TV, but trying to keep up with what was going on. So, and just knowing that life as we know it was so different for a while.
Yeah.
And we have some very, very dear friends who live in Manhattan, live on the Lower East Side. And actually our friend, his name's Pastor Ricky Del Rio. He was the first clergy person to be on site at 9/11 because he rode a motorcycle.
Oh.
So he hopped on his
Get right in
motorcycle
there,
and
yeah.
rode right down there. And they called him Pastor Harley because he rode a Harley
how
Davidson
cool.
down there. So he was the first clergy person to be on the site. So, and then in the time following, we would take teams of kids up to serve, people. But it was we knew several people who knew or had family members and friends who had lost
Yeah.
in the World Trade Center who had lost folks. So, yeah, so it really changed things. And I think it's important for us to pause and remember and just be grateful for, men and women that served and lost their lives trying to save others, and just for the freedom that we have and the protection that we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's important to mark this day and
Yeah.
definitely remember it.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of pivotal events, I mean, we're still going through something right now that's changing the world as we know it, and
Absolutely.
changing our interactions and how we travel, and
Absolutely.
if we get to travel. So.
I know.
Yeah.
I miss travel.
Yeah. But it's one of those things, though, I think that you can choose to see the positive or negative in anything.
Absolutely.
And there are positives in negatives.
Yes.
Sounds like a math lesson. But, but yeah, I just think that you can focus on the negatives, and it's certainly easy to do, but I think it's
Yeah.
more rewarding to focus on the positive. And so, like I said, the friendships I have out of the fact that you guys still continue going up to New York, and and again, just not the stories that you have. It's not about that, but it's about the resilience that people have,
Sure.
and just the selflessness that people, not just military people, it's anybody, who's contributing to the greater good. So.
And just think about how united we felt. And I don't know if you noticed, I don't know, you were away for the first few months after the event happened, but just we all felt like we're all in this together.
Yeah.
And the petty things that used to separate us after 9/11 didn't seem to matter because we were all just Americans and we were all just holding hands and trying to make
Yeah,
it through
yeah.
the crisis. So it just gives you perspective.
Yeah.
It gives you perspective and again, being grateful for what we have and looking at really bad situations and still trying to find the gift in everything, I think
Yeah.
is really, really important.
Yeah.
So and speaking of gratitude, we always like to share a quote on gratitude, so we will do that. This is a quote by Doris Day, who was a
The actress,
singer,
singer?
actress, singer. And she said, "Gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty."
Ooh.
I know. And then she dropped the mic. I'm pretty sure.
Is that part of the quote?
No.
Okay. And then I dropped the stage directions.
That's right. So gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty. And that's a quote by Doris Day.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
I do like that.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. This was a little less lighthearted than our normal ones,
That's
but
right.
we'll get back to punning the crap out of things.
Yes, we will.
Next week.
Yes, we will.
In the meantime, I will say, be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The Mo and Katy Show has been recorded in front of a live canine audience.
Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookedSounds.com.
The Mo and Katy Show is produced by Mo and Katy.
Our sound engineer is Mo and Katy.
Our producer is Mo and Katy.
Hair, makeup, lighting, and catering by, you guessed it, Mo and Katy.
For comments, suggestions, and smart remarks, visit the Mo and Katy Show Facebook page or email us at moandkatyshow@gmail.com.